just the other day, Rick Perry, Governor Rick Perry, who I don't know what the hell is going on with this guy. But anyways, he was on ABC News talking with Martha Raddatz. And usually we talked about this before, how some of these guys, they know how to like imply the conspiracy theory. They know how to walk up to that edge. But he just went fully for it while he was talking with Martha Raddatz the other day on ABC News. He was talking, of course, about this crisis of children in detention centers and the immigration system. And obviously, as with all Republicans, his concern is not for the well-being of small children who are, completely disconnected from their homes and being held in detention facilities. And he has no recognition of the history of why this situation is taking place, why these young children are not immediately deported. He doesn't know anything, but he does know that it's a conspiracy pushed by President Obama to get these kids over the border. Martha Raddatz is so thrown off by this that even she can't really take it. Let's listen to that sound.
Governor, I want to go back to an interview you did on Fox News. You recently made some pretty serious allegations against the federal government. Let's listen to what you said to Fox News.
The federal government is just absolutely failing. Well, you either have an incredibly inept administration or they're in on this somehow or another. I mean, I hate to be conspiratorial, but I mean, how do you move that many people from Central America across Mexico and then into the United States without there being a fairly coordinated effort?
Governor, do you really believe there's some sort of conspiracy to get people into the United States by the federal government, by the Obama administration?
When I have written a letter that is dated May of 2012, and I have yet to have a response from this administration, I will tell you they either are inept or don't care. And that is my position. We have been bringing to the attention of President Obama and his administration since 2010. He received a letter from me on the tarmac. He sends, I have to believe that when you do not respond in any way, that you are either inept or you have some ulterior motive of which you are functioning from. So the issue is this president understands now that we have a huge problem on our southern border. We have to deal with it, and I don't think you're going to be able to address it until you put the resources there, and that's boots on the ground. We're asking for the FAA to allow for drones to be used. Unless we secure our southern border, this is going to continue to be a massive amount of individuals that are coming to the United States, and frankly, we don't have a place to house them as it is, and if we have a major event, a hurricane that comes in to the Gulf Coast, I don't have a place to be housing people who are displaced.
Okay, Governor, I'm going to have to
this
stop you
administration
there.
is housing them.
I'm going to have to stop you there, but thank you very much for...
So right there, you could see in the middle of Rick Perry's rambling some of his indie alt-rock he's been listening to, which helped inspire him to buy those stupid glasses one off spontaneously in the middle of his conspiracy theory answer to Martha Raddatz. But look, it's just amazing. I mean, part of the reason, obviously, that President Obama hasn't responded to that letter is because, look, there are agents on every inch of that border. It's completely monitored. And the reason that these kids are held at these centers is because under a law, the William Wilberforce law, which was signed by President Bush in 2008, children seeking refugee status from Central American countries are given due process. It was a humanitarian bill whose aim was to combat human trafficking. That's the reason we're in this situation. And I think it's just another example. I mean, we talked about how the Republicans went from supporting something like cap and trade to cap and trade's now a big, horrible UN conspiracy. Or Republicans, the healthcare plan that Obama passed is a Republican plan. Now they can't even stick to their legacy on anti-human trafficking bills. And as soon as you got the immigration, the conspiracies and the racism just overflow. And even Martha Raddatz couldn't deal with that with Rick Perry.